Assembly Member Jones, and that's question number 2412, air pollution short-term measures.
Do you want me to ask the question?
Sorry, forgive me.
The question is gluing pollution to the roads twice a day a way of avoiding...
Yes, thank you. Sorry, Jen. Forgive me. The answer is no, that's not. I think you're a little bit unfair in the way you characterise that. This is not about gluing pollution to the road. This is about removing particulates and from the air and improving air quality. It's part of a package of measures which, as you know, is something that the EU Commission was very impressed by.
But gluing it to the roads, which is one of the measures, doesn't actually reduce pollution, does it?
Well,
it takes it out of the air at that immediate spot, but it doesn't reduce overall pollution.
Well, hang on. I think you need to look at your definition of pollution. And you need to think about what your concepts of what a pollutant is, because it's always open to you to lick the carpet or drink the river or whatever it happens to be. But when the dust is on the road, it is much more difficult for you, I would humbly submit, to inhale, and is therefore reduced as a pollutant. And that's the name of the game.
To have a measurable impact on pollution where you're gluing it to the roads, you actually have to spray twice a day. And it doesn't seem to me that that's very effective. I mean, how many places are you spraying in London twice a day with glue so that the pollution, the PM10...
It's not glue, it's water.
Well, I've got a report here on it. It's actually calcium magnesium acetate, so it is a sort of glue.
Well,
and how many places are you spraying it on the roads twice a day?
I'm obliged to you, Jenny, for elucidating us on the calcium magnesium acetate. But the point about this substance is that whilst it is on the, and it is obviously not in itself a pollutant, it is there to reduce pollution. Whilst it is taking particulates out of the air, it's making them impossible for you to ingest or inhale.
But there's
and that means it is reducing pollution unless you bend over, get down on all fours and snort it from the pavement. And
Mr. Mayor,
I know that
Mr. Mayor, it's a fantastic image. Thank you very much. But in fact, pollution is being generated all over London. You are targeting a few sites around air monitoring stations so that you get a lower reading, and the European Commission doesn't fine us. That's what you're doing. So you're not dealing with pollution all over London,
that's not true, Jenny. You know that's not true. You know that's not true. And
no, in fact, I know it's true.
No, the reality is completely the opposite way round. The reason that we are in general exceedance is because there are a small number of hotspots where there are considerable exceedances. It makes sense, I think, to deal with the hotspots and to take down pollution in the hotspots in order to reduce London's overall vulnerability to EU rules. And that's why, by doing that,
just happen to be where the air monitoring stations are, which is fair enough.
Well, but
it's
not true.
There is pollution all over London. It's extremely bad. We've discussed this many times. It's killing people in London, giving them early deaths. But you're not dealing with the cause. You are only dealing with the symptom, which is soot.
Complete nonsense. And this spraying is only part, as you know full well, of a package of measures, the vast majority of which are all about reducing the emissions from the vehicles themselves.
They're not about reducing, they're reducing the measurement.
This administration, you did nothing. Sorry, I'm not going to take lectures about air quality. I'm not going to take lectures about air quality.
No, calm yourself, Mr. Mayor. No, we're just finishing. Now, can we just have a clarity about a quick question so we can get a quick answer, bring this thing together?
Okay, if it's so effective, will you glue pollution to roads outside schools? Because it's apparently roads with more than 10,000 cars on them a day actually produce asthma in a third increase in asthma amongst children. If it's so effective, will you use it around schools?
Can I just say,
You've got 10 seconds.
When you were sitting here throughout the last period of the this moment, you did nothing about taxi ages, you did nothing about private hire vehicles, you did nothing to encourage
Thank you very much.
new low
That's
carbon buses.
nonsense.
We are bringing those things
Mr.
in,
Mayor.
and we've instituted
Such a
with great
feeble
difficulty
answer.
the third phase of the low emission zone. And I think to deal with hotspots is entirely right, and we're doing it in entirely the right way.
Mr. Mayor, can I thank you for the answers you've given
Thank you.
us here this morning?